Well, hi Libras, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. So I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. This is a general reading. If it does not resonate, then it probably is not your reading, and I would check my moon sign. If it does resonate, then it probably is your reading. So let's get started for Libras. Take out one card. Ooh, I like that wheel right in the middle. Okay, Libras. The overall energy of your reading is the Wheel of Fortune. The universe is taking control. The wheel is turning. You can't stop it. The universe has a hold of you for a reason, and it's moving you forward. You could probably feel it. A lot of people can feel that energy. They don't know what it is or where it's coming from, but they get these urges to move forward in their lives. It's the Wheel of Fortune, so it is for your better. Lovely cards surround your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy, here's something you need to move forward from, is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is being up in your head, and I mean thoughts of truth and clarity that you're trying to get or that keep running through your mind. Sometimes it's about self-blaming, sometimes about like, why does this always happen to me? Sometimes it's about like, why didn't I see that coming? But these are thoughts, and it's like every quiet moment that you have, these thoughts start to come in to your head. So that's where you're at, and the Wheel of Fortune here, these are your two strongest energy cards in the entire reading. The Wheel of Fortune, which is the universe, is going to take control, and they're doing their best to move you forward. I have the King of Wands right next to the Nine of Swords. This is fire, so it'd be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Might be strong in your chart or strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But this is your energy up here on your highest energy line. You are getting ready to move forward. So you're going to come out of this. See, like I told you, this King of Wands is right above the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to be coming from a slump, sort of, into a place of hope and desire, and the desire to move forward. So you're holding on to this staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. The hand is on your hip, and you're ready to get up and move. All these cards are male or female. Right next to the King of Wands, you're moving. You're moving away from this energy of the Nine of Swords. So whatever this energy was of the Nine of Swords, it did involve love, because you're turning your back on these cups. And so you're moving away, you're moving forward from what this something here. This is why you're so up in your head, because there's feelings involved here that it looks like you're leaving behind. I have the High Priestess right behind the Nine of Swords, or right under it. The High Priestess is the card in the tarot deck for intuition and knowing. So all this being up in your head, it's right next to the Wheel of Fortune, which surrounds the entire reading, is your intuition. Your intuition is running really high, and that, I think, is what is going to help you move out of this. If you just pull back that if I could talk, if you pull back that pomegranate curtain and pay attention to what yourself is telling you, you will know what to do, okay? And you will have a lot of truth and clarity that you still, it looks like with this Nine of Swords, has not quite come to you yet, but it's coming. And your intuition is going to help you get there. It's going to help you move forward in knowing what you need to do. And you're moving right towards the sun. This is one of the best cards in the tarot deck. This can be Leo, so Leo might be strong in your chart or in somebody else's chart. We do have the King of Wands here, so that could be 2 for Leo. But more importantly, the energy is fresh starts and new beginnings with joy and happiness. Just, it's beautiful. This is where the wheel wants to take you. This is where the universe is trying to take you. This is where you want to go. Okay? Away from that 9 of Swords energy towards joy and a new beginning. Under the High Priestess is the 4 of Cups. Now I feel like this energy, because see, there's a cup missing with this 8 of Cups. I feel like this energy you're trying to break yourself free from so that you can have joy in your life. And also there's a lot of love involved with the Sun card. I feel like that energy tries to keep coming back in, but your intuition is telling you don't do it. Because you're sitting there with your arms crossed. You're not reaching for the cup. You're not looking at the cup. You're actually looking down at these 3. Like one of these is better than that one, you know. So I feel like there's going to be some temptation to go back into this situation. But with the Wheel of Fortune here, I just don't think that you will. I think the universe is going to have a lot of power over you. They do, you know. There's something better for you out there, and the universe wants you to have it. There's something you need to do with your life that is better than where you are now. Right under the Wheel of Fortune and next to the 4 of Cups is the 9 of Wands. Yeah. You've reached your wit's end with whatever this situation is up here. It's like this pole is holding you up. You're not holding it up. You have been dragged through the mud. You are just, you're standing up. So you're able, you know, it's not like they totally broke you down to nothing. Whoever this was that had this energy that was not serving you. Okay, maybe it's good for someone else, but not for you. So here you are in this broken down state, and you having to be strong. You're standing up. You're not giving up. Okay? And you're holding that wand there as if you're still ready to fight. And you are, because you're going to move forward towards a better life. A better place in your life. A whole new, like, life cycle. This 4 of Pentacles is right next to the 9 of Wands and under the Sun. You've been feeling stuck. You've been feeling like you didn't know how to get out of this situation. These Pentacles are very heavy. I mean, it's almost like the 10 of Wands, you know, where you have to let something go because it just gets too heavy. You haven't moved forward for a very long time, but you are. So you've been kind of in this place, it looks like, for a while. Let me take out the second part of this reading, and let's find out more about what you can expect. My readings usually do not go past 6 months. I just want you to know that. These readings don't mean just because they're weekly readings that all this is going to happen this week, okay? You could be starting it already. It might start this week, but you know, this is your weekly reading. It doesn't all happen in 1 week. There's the 10 of Wands. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I have the Devil card up in your highest energy. This could mean that there was a third influence in, like, some sort of relationship you had feelings for that was toxic to the relationship. It might have been a person. It might have been a third party. It could be an addiction. It could be anything that was associated with whoever you were associated with that made this relationship toxic, and that's why you need to get away. This is the card for Capricorn only because of the horns. So Capricorn might be in your chart, might be in somebody else's chart. But I see the devil waving goodbye. You're leaving this energy behind. And actually, I have the 5 of Swords looking back. Actually, looking towards the devil card too. But looking back, you're gathering your truth. You're gathering your clarity about this situation. Being in that 9 of Swords, all those swords, you know, and starting to realize what's going on here. So you're picking up these swords. There's still a little bit more that you need to pick up. And you're looking back as if to say, looking at them walking away or you walking away from them. And more or less just kind of turning your back on this situation. And here's that 10 of Wands right next to the 5 of Swords. So you go from the 9 of Wands to the 10 of Wands. And so that tells me you're going to be able to drop this burden. And because there's no 11. This is so heavy. It's such a heavy burden that you might just drop them all at once. Or you can drop them one by one, but you're doing it. And you're doing it by getting your truth and your clarity about this situation. And this, you know, follow your intuition. This Wheel of Fortune that's what they're telling me to tell you. Follow your intuition and you will know what to do. Follow, you know what you need to do because a High Priestess is here. I'm surprised I don't see the Strength card, but I do see some Leo with the Sun, which does involve a lot of strength with the Leo energy. So, under the Devil card is the Chariot. The Chariot is so close to that Sun, and right under that toxic energy, you will be moving forward. And you might move forward pretty fast. Because if you snap those reins, you can fly. You can go really fast. So this is the card for Cancer. Cancer might be strong in your chart, might be strong around this reading someplace. But you are moving forward. You're moving towards the Sun, away from the devil. You're getting out of this feeling of being stuck, not knowing, which way to move. Not being able to see what you can do about this situation that you felt bound, you felt trapped, you felt like you didn't know everything because you're blindfolded. Look at all these swords behind you. These are the swords of thoughts, but it's like you were in this place where you were trying maybe not to look at all the truth and the clarity about this situation, but you are now. And you're using your intuition. You're picking up the swords. You are gathering them up. You can either ask for help, for somebody to say, take these bandages off so I can turn around and see the truth and clarity. Or you've done it yourself by walking out. And I do see you walking out. You're going to leave. This is an illusion, this 8 of Swords. This is a feeling that you feel like you can't get out of it, but you can. And you are. And it is with the help from the universe. Follow your intuition. And then look, we have the Queen of Wands. So this is telling me that there's communication going on here. I think there's somebody in your life that is a fire sign or has strong fire in their chart someplace. If not, they're very passionate in what they believe in. They're passionate about love. They're passionate about gardens or animals, or just a very passionate person, Even having a conversation with them, if they strongly believe in something, you're going to see that passion. They could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Same with the King of Wands. Might be strong in your chart or in somebody else's chart. But this energy here, and also holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. See, I see the 8 of Wands right beneath the Queen of Wands. That's why I'm going into this. This is somebody else. This is somebody positive in your life or coming up in your life. Let me keep reading. Under the Chariot, I have the 7 of Cups. You're moving forward from all this confusion and love. You weren't getting the love out of the relationship that you should have been getting. And it's probably not the first time with the 7 of Cups coming up. See all these cups? These are choices in love that didn't work out. because all these cups has something in them. There is not enough room for love, and it becomes very confusing about what it's supposed to feel like and look like. Well, you're tired of wondering. You're moving forward. You're tired of feeling stuck in this, not knowing, you know, how they feel, because I don't know exactly. It was toxic, but you are moving forward from that feeling of being stuck. You are getting these bandages or ties off of you. You're breaking free, okay? And you're moving forward. These three cards are very powerful, and they're going to help you move forward. Follow your intuition. Let the universe move you forward. I have the Judgment card right between the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Swords. You've been in a spiritual lesson. No wonder it's been so difficult. So difficult. This is your guardian angels and spirit guides. They've been blowing this horn down on you. They've been trying to get you to awaken to a spiritual lesson that you needed to learn in order to move forward. Well, it seems to me, by picking up these swords of truth and clarity and listening to your intuition, following your heart, gut, and head, let them come together. Just listen to yourself. Trust yourself. That's part of your lesson, because you are learning it. Look at that. All these people just standing up, they're getting it, okay? Spiritual lessons are very difficult to learn. You might have a friend, relative, somebody close to you, I feel like, that is helping you to move forward into a, boy, this is quite the contrast from the devil to the sun, okay? There's so much conversation. Look at the wands. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, dropping the wands. You're going to drop those wands and move forward. Now we have the Eight of Wands. And this is conversation through the airways. This is a lot of phone calls and texting, and it can be video chat. Just a lot of conversation, and I think it's with this person here who is very passionate and is more than willing to help you move forward. And they might even have some advice for you. You might be seeking advice from them to help you see things for how they are, or to help you make decisions and moving forward. They're on the same line with the universe, moving you forward. And I think they're going to help you break free from whatever toxic energy is around you. So like I said, if this sounds like you're reading, it probably is. If it does not sound like you're reading, it probably is not. Check your moon sign. That's your emotional side. I'm going to take out one more card, and I have the Nine of Cups. There you are. This is you, for one thing, you have a lot of love in you. You have all these cups of love. So you're putting them on the back burner. You're putting them on a shelf here, and you're guarding them. You're going to leave this toxic energy behind, and you're going to happily put your love on a shelf, and you're going to save them for the right person when they come along. So it looks like you're going to be going through a spiritual journey here, or you're right in the middle of it, and it's all going for the better. It's all because the universe is involved, and your guardian angels and spirit guides are helping you to move forward so you can be in a very good place in your life. Wow, I want to see what happens later, but this is your weekly reading. We'll find out what happens next week. Let's see, what if it, continues on. So, Libras, this is your reading. Thank you so much for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.